This is just a quick video I put together to help you set up your own website for your class through Blackbaud using Google. So to start, you'll want to sign into your Dowling Catholic Google account that you can get from Terry Hanna. And this time we'll go to Sites, so click More, and down here, Sites. If this is the first time you won't have any sites created, I've been messing around and just seeing what we can do, so I've got a few. Go ahead and hit the Create New Site button. You want to name your site. I'm just going to give this one a generic name. But what I recommend for you, put your last name and then the title of the class, so like Lensing Physiology or Lensing Environmental Science. You can choose a theme down here. There's a bunch to choose from. I'd recommend, if you don't feel comfortable building your own and customize it, go to Browse the Gallery for more first. And if you notice, at dowlingcatholic.org, there's a couple. Erica Arnold put her page up as a template, so you can borrow hers. Or I built just a generic Dowling class page. So I'm going to select that one. I modeled this after Edline, so if you're comfortable with Edline, you'll be comfortable using this. You can still choose a theme with this template if you want. And then you want to click the More Options button. And this is one of the key aspects. You definitely want to click this. You want to let anyone in the world view this site. You want to make it public. This will allow your students to have access to it. So go ahead and create the site. And it'll take a minute. And you'll be redirected here, and here you can see kind of what it looks like. So this is just the sample one I put up, but we've got the Dowling logo from the web page on there, and we've got a few pages pre-put in that you can change. So the first one is your home, and what I recommend is that you type in a welcome, basic class information, and contact information, stuff like that. So to do any editing of this sample site that's set up, go ahead and hit the Edit Page button right here. More options become available, and now you can basically just highlight and work like you would in word processor. You can change the font, you can change the size, you can type in, anything you want. And that is all there is to it, to editing, and just hit the Save button. So there's your home. If you want, you can add a bunch of stuff to it. You can put pictures in. If you go to Insert, you can put images. You can hyperlink anything. If you have other Google documents or calendars, you can link all those into them as well. It's pretty handy. Down here, you might want to experiment with gadgets. They're just kind of like little fun things you can put on your website. I wouldn't recommend putting too many on there. It gets kind of distracting, but there's cool things like Bible verse of the day, or in my anatomy page, I put like an encyclopedia trivia fact of anatomy every day. I know the biology teachers like to put one with fish, that the kids can feed fish and then they swim around. So it's just kind of fun if you want to spice up your web page. By no means do you have to put one of those in. The announcements page, this is really nice. If you ever want to do announcements for your class, just hit New Post. And what I like about this, as opposed to just using Blackbaud, is students can subscribe to your announcements here as an RSS feed. So they could automatically get this sent to their email. They could automatically get this sent to their smartphones, their iPads, their iPods, anything that has an RSS reader embedded into it, they could subscribe to this. And so that would allow them to instantly get any announcements from your class, which is kind of handy, which I haven't found you can do in Blackbaud yet. The next page is a calendar. And some people just post a link to their calendar if they have like a PDF, or what I would recommend is using this calendar feature up here. This is part of your Google Site package, so if you click on calendar, this is what comes up, and it's very handy. I have one that I created for myself, and it should already be up, so I can add anything that I have going on at that time. You can select it. I have one just for anatomy and physiology, so I just put everything we're doing in that class. I have another one for just environmental science, what's coming up. And it's really easy to add anything. All you have to do is just click on a day and type in the event. So whatever we do in class, I just make sure that I have that class highlighted, and then whatever we did that day, I just start typing in. Here's the lessons that we did. This is what's due. This is what's assigned, and then automatically puts it in. One thing you want to make sure, if you add a new calendar, which you do by clicking this button here, create new calendar, is for each of those calendars that you create, you need to go into share this calendar if you plan on your students be able to see this, and check this button that says make this calendar public. If you don't do that, they won't be able to see it. So this is really handy. I highly recommend that you start using this, just because it's a way that if students are gone, they can instantly see what you did that day. And I feel like it's a much better system than Blackbaud. The cool thing with Blackbaud is if you're entering assignments into your grade book, they're already going to show up in there as well. So this is just something I use because it allows me to put a lot more data and a lot more information into my calendar, which I think the students appreciate. So going back to the website, if you have one of those calendars made, all you have to do is click Edit Page, click basically where you want it to be. If you want it to come after your text, hit Insert, and then hit Calendar, and then all the calendars you have, you can just select whichever one you want to go in there, and then it'll show up. You can change the size, you can customize it a little bit, and there it is. I can go ahead and hit the Save button. And as you can see, any changes that I make then, students will automatically be able to see. If I add anything to that calendar, it'll show up automatically here, which I like. It's very nice. They can print it off, change a week view, agenda view, whatever they'd like to do with it. So I found these calendars to integrate really well with this website, which is nice. The next page that's automatically put in on the generic template if you use is a place for you to upload files. So all you have to do is hit Add File, browse your computer, select the file you want, and hit Upload. And there it is. If you want to sort all the things that you upload into folders, hit Move To and then New Folder. I don't know, we can just do Unit 1. Hit Save, and anytime you want to add a new folder, just do that. And then when you want to move things to a folder, select what you want to move, click Move To, and then click the one you want it to go, and then it ends up going underneath, which is kind of nice. This allows you to put a lot more things on than Blackbaud. It also allows you to basically customize it and manipulate it so it's a little bit more user-friendly for students. If you would like to add more pages, I'd recommend always starting on the home page, and then you can add pages underneath. So under here, you would just hit Create Page. You can type in the page, and then I would recommend putting it under your home, and then it would always come up underneath all these. If you ever want to delete a page, like let's say you don't even want to use announcements or the calendar, click on that page, go to More Actions, and then Delete Page. Right there is how you would do that. Now, how do you know where your website is located? Well, click on your home button, and then right here, that's the link to your site. So what I recommend doing is going into Blackbaud and creating a new announcement for the class. Type in the title as class website, and this is an important thing. I would recommend making it visible the entire semester. So start its visibility today and don't end its visibility until the last day of finals. That will ensure that they'll always have access to it. And then under the description, just copy and paste this and put it there, and then students can see the announcement on their homepage and click on it, and it will take them to the class website.